Make it a black and a white issue. I'm just gonna speak for the blacks because I'm black. I don't know too much about being white.
Okay.
But we all as blacks, we was born into mental health. Think about
Definitely.
it. Oh, yeah. Because in the black household, everything was supposed to be what? Kept inside.
That's
the
right.
black household.
I was gonna go there, but
Despite what your problem is, your parents say,
You don't
hey
talk
man,
about
you don't
it.
talk about
You
it.
don't talk about
You
what's
keep it
at
inside.
home. Right.
You keep it inside. This, it's funny. What I'm about to say is funny, but it's part of mental health. I think all y'all can agree with what I'm about to say. You know, when I was coming up in Rogers Project, you know, my grandma, my mom, other adults in the project used to tell us as kids, don't be a liar. Stop lying. Don't be a liar. I hate liars. All right? And then when the insurance man come to your house, tell him I ain't here. Your mom say, tell him man I ain't here. Now I'm a child now.
but you've been
Just told me don't be a liar.
Right.
If I lie, she tell my behind up.
Right.
So now she telling me,
That's true.
tell that insurance man I ain't here.
Right.
Now I got to make a decision. Man, if I lie, she gonna whoop me. If I tell this man she home, I'm gonna get a whooping.
Right.
You know, it's funny.
It's gonna be
But
worse.
think about it, y'all. We as blacks in the black household, I call it black secrets.
It's a lot of black secrets.
A lot of black secrets.
Absolutely.
What's done to you in the black household stays in the
at
black
home.
household.
Right.
You got some kids that are being molested by uncles and aunties.
Nobody talks
The
about
household say, do not bring that outside the house.
Right.
So whoever that's been done to, that's tearing them up in the inside because they want to release it.
Right.
But they can't
Right.
release it. You know. So what I'm getting at when I listen to Myron speak about his life, by him speaking about his life, somebody in his family right now is upset with him for bringing that out.
But that's
Because
okay.
somebody in his family might be saying, man, he lying.
Yeah, but that's
He
okay.
lying. He lying. But they might, and they really do know the truth.
Yeah, they do.
But he lying. You know? So by him bringing that out, to me, that's courage.
That's a lot of
Absolutely.
courage.
That's
Respect.
courage, man. You know, that was good you brought that out. And that was good for the listeners to hear what we talking about. And a lot of times we do joke. We joking this, you know, it's TBT. We gonna joke. Sometimes we get serious. And this right here is a serious matter.
It is.
You know? And like I say, I'm not disrespecting my mom. Mom, I love you, Mom. But I had to tell that joke.
Yeah.
It's not a joke, but
No, yeah.
you know, this is a good, healthy
Here's
conversation.
an important question. Is it working? Not talking about it. Is it
It's
working?
not working.
No.
And then we, as a whole,
Yeah.
we're so quick to judge. What Manatee County is a high percentage of substance abuse and use and suicide. Okay. Most of those people probably have trauma. Probably majority of those people have some type of trauma or have experienced something, right?
Yeah.
But telling them not to talk about it, how are they supposed to deal with it?
Because we was brought up to cover up.
Exactly.
Okay, and
yeah.
that's why us as blacks we so fashionable. We dress good because we covering up a whole
Yeah,
lot
a whole bunch of
a whole
stuff.
lot of problems.
Yes, very
You know, a whole lot of problems, boy.
Yep.
You know, and we just need to talk about it.
That's it.
We haven't been taught.
You have to be
We haven't been
taught.
taught, man, because, like I said, our come up.
Right.
We haven't been taught to deal with problems. We've been taught to cover up the problems. You know, and we put a lot of stress on a lot of kids, man. That's just like as a parent. A child looks up to the mom or the dad. To a child, that them parents are like superheroes, or that's their whole world.
That's their world. Exactly.
So whatever they see or hear their parents do, they're gonna emulate.
Or say.
You know, or say. So like, I raised two kids. They grown now. Well, my daughter, she almost grown. She's 19, but my son 23. Now, if my son hear me cursing every day, like a regular word, just cursing, and then when I hear him curse, I shouldn't beat him.
I have no.
I shouldn't whoop him.
Can't get mad at him.
I shouldn't whoop him because he doing what he see his hero doing. But you got some parents be like, man, I don't want you cursing, but he his dad and mom curse all day.
Right. It's the old adage: "Do as I say, not as I do."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
well,
If
right.
I'm
starts
drinking
at
and
home.
smoking,
Yeah.
It
I
starts
shouldn't
at
tell
home.
my. I can't. If my son or my daughter see me drink and smoke every day, not saying nothing wrong with that. Whoever drink and smoke, that's good.
Right.
But if I drink and smoke every day, how can I tell my son how to do it? And his hero doing
Yeah, but then that still goes back to mental health because we're supposed to model how we deal with it. And if we're angry all the time and we're
There you
disciplining kids in a harsh way, what do you think the kids are going to do?
it. There you go.
They're going to do the exact same thing
Yeah.
because
Well,
it's model behavior.
Right.
I just want to say one thing. You know, I kind of talked about the kids in the high school, and we talked about adults, and it seemed like it is a generational thing. You know, especially amongst our people in our community. I was going through something with my marriage, where I went in a counseling. I had eventually got counseling through my school system, and I went into this counseling thinking, you know, I'm here for my marriage. I'm trying to save my marriage. You know, that was a big step for me. I never done anything like that to go talk to somebody that I don't know about what's going on in my house.
Right. That was the obvious question. Right. Go ahead.
So that was big for me to even take that step. But here's the thing. Just like with mental health, this is something that I wanted and I needed.
There you go.
And because I needed, I was searching for anything that could help my marriage out.
Absolutely.
So when you come to mental health, when you get past all the negative comments about counseling and you don't need to do this or you keep it inside, you got to work on yourself.
You sure do now.
You got to work on yourself.
Preach.
So when you get to that point of, hey man, I don't exhausted everything, or what I've been doing is just not working.
It's not working, bro. That's it.
I got to go get some help.
Right.
That's real.
So with me,
Preach.
in my marriage, I had to go get some help.
Real.
Because I was just to a point where this ain't working. And a lot of it has to do with me.
Absolutely.
But in that instant, when I was going through counseling, something was uncovered.
Okay.
That I had no idea about.
Yeah.
I had no idea that what was going on in my marriage was really what I was dealing with as a child with my father.
Wow. That's big stuff there, boy.
And because my father and I had a disconnect to a certain extent, that affected me,
There you
bro.
go. And it didn't allow you to be what you wanted to or needed to be.
It did not.
I know, bro.
It did not.
Right.
To this point.
Right.
I can remember the first time I ever hugged my dad. And it wasn't at the age of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. The first time I hugged my dad when it meant something to me, when I knew it meant something to me, I was clear in college. First opportunity to really step on the field and show my family what was being said. There was really something else behind that.
Right.
Wow. And I was able to perform. And when I came out the locker room, man, my dad hugged me for the first time that I can recall. That moment for me, bro, I would never, ever, ever forget.
Yeah.
That was a connection that I didn't have. That was a connection that was a disconnect.
Right.
Wow. And it was finally connected.
There you go. That's it, bro.
It was a relief.
And you
That was a
released,
release,
But
bro.
you know what's
and you
big
were
about
easy,
that,
sir.
Will? You didn't blame that on your spouse. You knew you had that issue. You said you had to correct that within you. A lot of people blame that on their spouse instead of saying, "Hey man, you know what? This ain't working. It might not be you. It might be me.
Right.
It might just be me."
Right.
But I commend you for going to say, for you saying, "Hey, look, I'm getting this help because it's something in me. It ain't her, it's me."
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
And that's big,
Right.
dog. Because like I said earlier, a lot of people in marriages, they gonna blame it on.
It's always somebody else.
It's always
But-
somebody
right.
else.
But-
It ain't never them.
But real,
Also,
what you
too-
said, and how intense you were when you were trying to figure out what it was. For me, that's how intense it was for me, because I just got tired of feeling stuck in the place that I was at. I had to get answers. Why am I this way?
Right.
What's going on?
Mhm.
And
Right.
nothing else mattered.
Right.
Nothing else mattered because I understood I can't be any good for my wife or my children if I don't even understand what's going on with me.
Right.
Right.
So if I don't get me figured out, my wife and my kids, I've been a waste to them.
Wow.
If I'm even worth anything to myself. So for me in 2015, when I got to that point where I was about to explode inside because I couldn't figure out what's going on here. When I got to that point and I wanted to get answers for me, not anybody else, for me.
Right.
I just want to make sure I'm not going crazy. I want to make sure that I don't have unfair expectations of my mate. I want to make sure that I'm doing the things I need to do, or if my wiring is just backwards. So I went and got the answers.
So in 2015, at that point, prior to you getting that help, professional help, were there any suicidal thoughts?
No, it was frustrating, but I never thought about ending my own life. And the reason I can say this with certainty, the only reason why I've never considered ending my own life is because the performing and the athletics, that's what kept me going. I just kept looking forward to that.
Right.
That was the thing that just kept me, okay, well, if I can just, in a few hours, I'm gonna be right back out there in that costume, and kids are gonna be smiling, and adults are gonna be high-fiving me and all that. So I learned to look at the next piece of fruit that was hanging there. Oh, I'm gonna grab that in a few hours, boom, I'm there.
And you know what? I didn't have any suicidal thoughts either, fellas. But
Me neither.
when I look back, what I was doing could have led to that.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Nah, true enough, I wasn't like, I'm
You
finna take myself out. I'm finna
could've
take all
OD'd.
these. I never thought about taking me out because I love me.
Love
I
it.
love me some me. But what I was doing could have took me out.
Real. You just made the comment that I'll say this. If you're married, this is me. This is my opinion. This is my life's experience. If you're not working at your marriage, it's just a matter of time before that falls apart.
Yeah. Right.
So if you're not working
Right. It takes a lot of
consistently, that was one of the things one of the many breakthroughs that I had during my time with my psychologist. I'm not ashamed to say to you guys in here that my wife used to ask me, she asked me for years, for the better part of 17 years, Byron, are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? Because you guys know the bubble, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Are you happy? Are you really happy? So one day, I just told her, and I'm being told and when I make this comment to you, you guys are probably like, what? I didn't even know what happiness was. I didn't have a definition for happy. You know what I was taught all of my life? Responsibility, accountability, respect for other people. Those are the things I was taught. So if those are the things you're taught, which falls right in line with what she's saying, that's all you know to do. There was no definition of happiness. My wife is around the house. She's got a smile on her face, all that. It's not that I wasn't content or I didn't love my wife and my children and love my family, because the reality is that my family, both my wife and kids and my extended family, are the most important things to me in my life, along with my best friend over here.
Right.
But if you ask me, Byron, what's your definition of happiness? But I knew the things that were modeled in front of me and those things that were important. Hard work, dedication, being a provider, doing those things. Yeah.
Right.
What finally got me to a point to where I went to see a psychologist is the fact that I personally got tired of living my life the way I did. I got tired of people asking me questions about, are you happy? Or what is this? What's going on there? And not only was I not able to provide them with a quote unquote answer, I didn't care to. I didn't care to, because again, default.
Right.
If I'm not saying anything, then
I'm good.
nothing can be said to me. I'm good. As long as I'm going to work, doing these performances, I'm good.
Yeah.
The reality is that because of that, now indirectly or unbeknownst to me, I'm ostracizing my wife and children. Right? I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid of anything that I've said here tonight. Period. That was the toll that the bubble had taken on my marriage and my family. Not just my wife and kids, but aunts, uncles, other relatives. For years, they asked my wife, why is Byron so distant? Now, keep in mind the things that I shared with you guys that happened to me when I was 6 years old. I kept that to myself. I never told that to any family member. Right? I didn't tell any because for me, that was like ripping the Band-Aid open again. No,
Yeah.
I'm good over here. It didn't even matter that I was, quote unquote, in the NBA, because anytime I was at home, the 6-year-old experience is what permeated my being. Absolutely. Okay? That's what permeated my being. It took until I sought out the help for myself because I just got tired. I felt like I was going crazy. Why is this? Why is that people around me are living lives differently? That's not to say that I was ignorant to everyone having issues. Everyone has issues.
Right.
But why is it that I feel just stuck like this? I personally got tired of it. Now I'm gonna talk real briefly about the reset button, right? We're talking about the different races, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, the reality is that that's a playbook to my life. Even though I was born and raised in a black family, I was raised by people of all colors. Hell, I married a girl from Samoset. It don't get no more different than that.
You so right.
Hey, shout out to
I'm-
the reset.
Damn, so right on that,
Time
yeah.
to reset
Salmon
episode.
said.
Y'all need to go back and watch that.
I married a girl from
Go back and watch that.
a
Were you-
white
were you-
girl from Samoset. And y'all know Samoset, at least back in the 90s, when we're 80s and 90s, when we were coming up,
Yeah.
Samoset is that might as well be Mayaca City.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
absolutely.
Yes,
So,
You'll find the finest
Hey, man.
rednecks and
Hey.
black rednecks.
Let me ask you something. Salmon, you say Samoset?
Samoset.
How you met her? You went to Samoset to meet? She went to Southeast?
Yeah, she went to Southeast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So y'all met on campus.
I met her at
'Cause you had some courage to go to Samoset now.
at a teen club. Dennis will remember this. I met her at a teen club back in the day called Virgin Territory.
Boy,
That's where I met.
What was that
That's
though?
what-
I heard that. What was that?
That's a teen. It was just a teen club out there, right there, just before you get to 75th.
Yeah.
Off of Manatee
Yeah,
Avenue.
it was
I
in-
heard, but I
it was
never
in the
knew where it
cut.
was at.
Wow,
Yep.
you went back, boy.
But that's
dance land.
They know.
That shit. I mean, like,
that's where
in extremers.
I heard of it,
Shout
but
out
I
to
didn't
in
know where it was
extremers.
at.
I agree what you said earlier too, is that one of the big things I know I say in sessions with my clients is the most important relationships you have are with your parents. Those are those models. How my mom loves me, how my dad loves me, support me. And if those are broken and you taking those into society, what do you think your relationships with males are going to be? What do you think your relationships with females are going to be? It's not going to be right. It's not going to be healthy because that role model lets you down. You can learn along the way, but we all come with our own stuff. So when we get married, where do you think your stuff goes?
right along with you.
It's coming with you.
Absolutely.
Backpacking
Absolutely.
off.
Right along
And
with
then your wife has her stuff, you
Yep.
have your stuff, and
Yep.
then you look down, y'all got a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
All right.
And
Nobody's dealing with
yeah,
it.
you're right.
And then you have kids.
Then you have children.
And then that's more stuff.
Right.
Oh man, stuff on
So
top
you
of
see
stuff.
how it's like layers
Absolutely.
and layers. We have so many
Absolutely.
different layers, but we have to be able to talk about this stuff
Absolutely.
and,
Talk
and
about it.
identify it.
And I want to go back to Real, and I want to give him more props for opening up his heart at that
Oh
moment.
man, he
to
damn near
accept
had me
that
in
hug.
tears, dog.
Because
I ain't gonna lie.
real shit, you could have like, damn, dog, you wait to this moment, like, you know what I mean, all types of stuff. Okay, you wait till I'm on this big stage at Florida. You know, you know people what people think when you're on that type of level.
Yep.
They thinking NFL.
Right.
Yeah.
So for you to at that moment just let all that and just accept that,
Right.
that's big. And you know when they say, you know, just when you think he's bad, some people got it worse. So just count your blessing. Man, that's a blessing, man.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, because you know how many times I can remember my dad hugging me?
There you go.
Hey, man, look.
Wow.
I must be built a little different.
Wow.
Because I grew up in Rogers Project. That's the west side of Brayton. Seeing a father in the project, hell, that was like seeing Batman flying around in the sky, man. You ain't gonna, man, I was raised not to see a father, man. They're all my homeboys. So it ain't no big deal to me. I mean, I hear real story. I hear everybody's story. But I must have built different, man, because none of my homeboys that I grew up with, their biological father went around, so I was raised up not seeing them. So it really didn't really bother me, you know.
And we cut from the same mold in
Yeah.
a sense that I had to get immune to that and accept that.
Yeah.
I think what I've learned now is that I just wish along the way, because you do stuff to offset that hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit, I remember Palmetto Boys Club. Shout out to Palmetto Boys Club. Back in the day, had the father-son dance. That shit get a little uncomfortable when you know you ain't got a date.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
real.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's real now.
That's real.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
That's real.
That's
So
right.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is now I wish now along the way, along that path, I would have had the courage and the voice to step up and say, man, this shit, it's affecting me.
Right.
I need some damn help.
Yeah.
Something wrong with me.
Right.
You know, you try to take the, fucking I don't need it. You know, you try to, hey, shout out to Eva J. Eva J was a mama
Yeah.
and a father. And I mean that sincerely.
Right.
Because when
Right.
it was time to put that thing in thing, we talked about ass whoopings earlier. Oh yeah. POP
Yeah.
got his
Get it
ass
now.
tore up. Now don't
Yeah.
hey,
Right.
Yeah.
hey, don't lock my mama up. Now don't hear that bullshit. All right now. We good.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, not having that, it affected. So the reality is, hey, ask for help. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Back then, you know what I mean? Maybe I wouldn't be, I ain't gonna say I'm fucked up, but I'm a little off my rocker.
He was born like that.
I was
Yeah,
born
his
like
fault.
this. Don't
he was
feel
just
I
born.
ain't shit.
He was
I'm
born.
good. Trust
Yeah.
me. I am.
He actually a good guy.
However,
He's actually
and
a
I'm
good guy.
getting better, and I'm surrounding myself with good people,
There
good
you go.
examples, man.
That's
Like
it.
y'all guys,
Yeah.
It's about, bro.
I got some dudes in my circle, man, that are great husbands, dads, man, and I'm learning, looking around them, and I'm just being appreciative, and I'm learning, I'm living, I'm just, so at the end of the day, it is what it is, but just wishing, because again, you get immune to that. You get used to it.
Get
All
immune.
right, we go.
I'm
I
talking
go to the
about-
boys club. We hanging out. We ain't thinking about none of that. But in reality you're hurting.
You're hurting. Yep.
So along the way, if I had to restart it or redo it again, I probably would have raised my hand and say, hey man, I need to talk to somebody.
Guess what? Later we can talk about it and I can go over you like what your options are, what resources are in the community. Do you have an EAP? Because a lot of us have jobs and don't know anything about an EAP. Does anybody know what an EAP is?
No, I don't. What is
Please
that?
help us out.
Yeah, an employee system where they'll pay for 6 to 8 sessions for free.
Well, see, I'm a bar.
Yeah, because we like to say, because we like to
Ain't
say,
nobody
it's
EAP
too
up in here. This is a bar.
No, but
I don't know
we like to say how expensive it is, but look what we spend our money on.
Right.
We can go buy
yeah.
some shoes. We can go
Yeah.
on these elaborate vacations, but if you mentally not in a place where you kind of need to be, you can't enjoy it.
You can't.
I appreciate that, Lavana. But here's the deal. We about to wrap it up. I know we have some on the record type
Before
questions.
we hit the record, let me piggyback off of Lavana, and for resources, Centerstone, 941-782-4600. You can definitely get help there, man. If you got anything you need to talk about, any issues, Centerstone, 941-782-4600.
Appreciate that, B. Appreciate that. And before actually, let's just go to on the record. I know we had some on the record. I mean, first of all, I mean, it feels weird transitioning that because this was a heavy topic.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when y'all talking about them dads.
Yeah.
My daddy got killed when I was
Boy, look here.
11 months. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, when I was 11 months, he got killed, man, right out there by Port Manatee. He was hunting. My daddy loved to hunt and fish. That's why I'm the wild man I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was hunting, man, and got the back his head blown up.
Wow. Well, here's the deal. I mean, even though it makes us feel a certain way, we did a good thing today.
Yep.
I look around this room and I see 5 black men talking about mental health and how that affected our lives and what it has done to us. Either if we realized that we needed to go and get the help that we needed, and what it as the potential outcome of that, and what we realized today and how it affected us is huge.
Absolutely.
Right here to 941, I'm telling you, hey, mental health is real.
It's real, man.
It's real.
Especially
Yes,
with,
it
hey,
is.
man, with this pandemic.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Like, it's real.
It's real.
With the social
Mhm.
issues that's going on, man, and then just your natural stuff between finances, between
Yeah.
raising
Right.
a family,
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
just regular
Right.
everyday
Yeah.
life.
Right.
This shit is real.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all
Might be
have y'all
realer than
seen
you,
that commercial,
real.
Man?
Yeah,
I
realer
can't-
than me.
I can't remember what the name of the commercial, but it's a little boy. He's probably about 2 or 3 years old, and I think it's his first time getting back to school, and he's running and he's calling his
Yeah, I seen
classmates'
that.
name like
Yeah.
it's like he just so
Yeah,
happy,
right,
like
yeah.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
Jimmy,
I
you
seen
know what I'm
that.
saying? Like just imagine the effect the pandemic had on these babies, man.
Oh, man.
Of just being in the house,
Okay.
they not seeing their friends no more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I saw that commercial, I was like, oh.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Like this kid didn't give a damn about mama and daddy. Like, Jimmy!
I seen that, man. I seen that commercial.
Right.
I
You
seen
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
man.
real. Hey, and I know we're going on the record, but real quick, like I'm experiencing that like real firsthand. I got a daughter, you know what I mean, that, the infamous shutdown. What was that, like 3/20, March
Yeah.
20th?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right? So she gets shut down, then she's down for the whole summer, and then she's, e-learning all the way up until, the following January, getting ready to go,
Yeah.
back on the campus, and then tears a knee up, ACL. They
Oh,
gotta have
wow. surgery,
surgery, gotta go right back to e-learning. And
Dang.
so like she, you know what I mean?
Extended
So
break, yeah.
still.
Yeah.
And that had an effect. Like, you think, okay, you just chilling. You in the house, you good,
Yeah.
you gonna eat,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna get wet when it rain, you got
Yeah.
your cell phone. That's the most important to these things, to these
Yeah,
teens
these kids these
Good
days, yeah.
gracious.
Cell
But at the end of
phone,
the
boy.
day, when low key not thinking about it, it has its effect. And when you think about it, man, this pandemic, whew,
Yeah.
the world kind of stopped for a second there.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then man,
But you talk about those cell phones. Social media causes a lot of mental issues too,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
especially with young people.
Oh yeah.
B. That's a whole nother topic.
I know
and
it
a
is.
whole nother show.
yes,
So
sir.
what we gonna do is go
On the
on
record.
the record right
Okay,
now.
I got a quick question
Yes,
for him
sir.
then on the record then.
Yes, sir.
You know anybody that you think ever that you seen that could probably jump higher than you?
Michael Jordan,
No.
No.
Vince Young.
No,
That's Vince
Vince
I mean,
Carter.
Vince Carter. My thing.
Vince Carter.
I was so
There's
wrong.
one guy that
Vince Carter.
was in the league. He may still be in the league.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson is
Yeah, I'm about to
very
say,
comparable.
hey, yeah.
But a guy who's taller that was just a freakish leaper was Gerald Green.
Yep, Gerald Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gerald Green was
He came with a
Gerald
dude.
Green was serious, man.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he was doing. But yeah, if I had to, those would probably be the first two, Nate Robinson and Gerald Green.
I'll keep our Gerald Green story to ourselves.
Hey, I got one more. I think POP, the Larry Bird. Let's go into that one.
Okay. You want
And
to
then
go
we'll
there?
wrap it up. You go
On the
ahead.
record?
Go ahead. Let's wrap it up with that Larry Bird situation. We're gonna close it out from this on the record exclusive.
But this is
Absolutely.
this is a
Exclusive.
on the
911
record
exclusive.
exclusive.
Hey. Real quick though, he a Jesse P. Miller legend.
I can hold it.
TT Bray.
Yeah.
He done caught a lot of bodies.
Yeah.
On the record. You ever dunked on POP?
No.
Hey, you're damn right.
No.
I was smart enough to get out the way. On the record, you done tried somebody on TBT.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, I have.
Who you tried? You tried real?
No.
You try to be
No.
the negotiator?
Hey, he
No.
wasn't gonna build a trap.
It was-
I was gonna move.
No,
He
it-
tried
no,
to
it
mess
was-
up.
You try to guard Barber?
It was the guard barber.
Were you?
I
Hey,
was out- I was
hold
out-
on.
Barber was a bad
Hold on.
boy back then.
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on.
Were you
I
successful?
was down
Oh,
at the
boy.
East. I was down at the East Bradenton
Don't
pool.
tell me
Shout out to the East.
you had guard Bob on. Da-na-na, da-na-na.
No.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I
boy,
was
hey,
I
the
was
guard
sure-
Barber was a
I
bad
sure
man
trying
back
to,
then. Yeah.
But
The guard
I
Bob
went
in his
up.
prime?
I went up, and y'all know, if you saw me back in the day,
Yeah,
I pulled the ball way back.
Oh yeah, I saw you. I saw you.
I'm trying to put it down.
Oh, he
All
tried.
right?
Oh yeah.
He tried to
The
end.
rea-
He tried to end the
The
guard Barber
reality
career.
was, but here's the thing. It was guard barber, but that's not what I was thinking about. I didn't even see guard barber. I was just my intent was to tear the rim down, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in the air. All of a sudden, man, this arm come up, boom, grab the ball and
No,
stop
sir.
my momentum instantly. I done cocked all the way back. I stopped in the middle there.
Hey,
And I went back, and I went straight back.
Yeah.
And my first thought was, oh man, I'm finna land on my head or on my back.
Yeah.
But I let the ball go. Cause guard barber went,
Yeah.
boy,
he
was
sent me
strong,
back.
boy.
So now when I let the ball go just in time to be able to break my fall and land on my heels and then roll to my back.
guard Barber was a bad
Well,
man.
but he was- yeah.
Hey, that was Terry
But,
Green.
Now, when-
you know what,
that's Terry Green.
That remind me of a statement God Bob said on the episode when he said, I don't think the coach or the players gave a hell, but he gave a hell about that guy. he gave a hell about that day. Hell no, he ain't talking on me.
Oh, hey,
He
on
gave
the-
a hell about that, didn't he?
On the record,
Oh,
you
boy.
said you saw an arm come out of nowhere, right?
mhm.
Was that arm attached to his shoulders that was attached to a head that had Jerry curl?
Man, hey,
You
no,
know
he
Jerry
no,
curl?
no.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
he ain't no
Jerry
Jerry
curl.
curl.
My career had to be gone by
No,
then.
he ain't no,
Yeah.
no, he ain't had no Jerry curl.
Okay,
He ain't had no
yeah.
Jerry curl.
All right,
but-
so Larry Bird, we heard between on the record, we had a conversation. You told me, I just want to confirm. I just want to see if this true or not. You were waiting. It was Indiana Pacers were in
Yep.
town. Larry Bird, the legendary Larry Legend,
1998.
head coach.
Head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
Pacers in town.
Pacers. Well, actually, we were at the Pacers arena.
Oh, you were at the
old,
Pacers.
the old Conseco Fieldhouse. This is before what they're playing in now.
Okay.
So old Conseco Fieldhouse. I'm sorry, Market Square Arena. Make sure I get that right.
Okay.
So
Shout
we
out
were
to Marcus
we were
Square.
there. I was a part of the acrobatic dunking group, the high impact squad, and we were there. We had an allotted time to practice. Well, the Pacers were down on the other half of the court. They were practicing, finishing up practice. And as we brought our equipment onto the court to set up on the south end of the court, these guys, Larry Bird, Chris Mullin, and Reggie Miller.
Wait. TBT, grown folks. Do y'all understand who he just said? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Larry Legend, Chris
Larry
Mullins, and
Bird,
Reggie
Chris
Miller.
Mullin, which yes, the original Dream Team member, Chris
Okay.
Mullin,
Okay.
and probably one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, and Reggie Miller. All three of them are down on one end of the court. Okay. Now keep in mind, Larry Bird is dressed in slacks and a button-down shirt, long sleeve shirt. So Larry Bird comes out and he says to both Chris Mullin and Reggie Miller, "Come on, guys, let's wrap it up. You got the guys, the halftime act. They need to practice their show." And if I recall correctly, one of the two, either Chris Mullin or Reggie Miller, said, "Oh man, your time is done. Let us get our work in. The guys down there, they'll have plenty of time to work." He said, and I'm gonna use the G-rated version, PG-rated version. He said, "Don't neither one of y'all want none of me." And he said, "Oh, really?"
Larry sound like Larry Legend said. "You
Larry
got
said,
me
and
fucked up."
Coach Bird says, "Okay, well, let's do this. We're gonna shoot threes. Whoever loses, the two that are in second, third place, they buy lunch.
See, threes as in who can make the most in a row.
The most consecutive threes made.
Okay.
So whoever comes in second, third place, you buying lunch." Chris Mullin and Reggie Miller said, "Okay, it's on, right?" So Chris Mullin goes first. And I'm sitting on the front row. And I'm watching this. So I've moved from the other end of the court where our equipment was. I'm sitting on the front row on the other end because I want to see this. Chris Mullins shooting, and he's shooting. They're not shooting from one spot. They're making the trek around the arc, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it at a 3-point shooting contest pace. They're taking their time. Okay, so Chris Mullins shoots. I think he makes 22 or 23 threes in a row before he misses. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, damn, this dude just made 23 threes in a row before he missed. Reggie Miller, without blinking, gets the ball. He starts shooting. Reggie starts from the other corner and works his way toward where we're sitting. So he makes his way all the way around to where I'm sitting, which is on the baseline on the right corner. He makes 26 threes before he missed. Here's how I knew as a spectator that Reggie was going to go right by Chris Mullin.
Right.
When Reggie got to like 19, 20, and he was just ringing him up, he got to 23, Chris Mullin did this. So when he dropped his head like that, you know that's a sign of frustration.
Right.
So he was big saying, oh, damn, man. Reggie went right on by him, man. He made about 26 or 27 threes before he missed something. Now I'm sitting on the bench. I'm like, man, I know Larry Bird was a bad boy.
Larry Legend.
That's Larry Legend. But I'm thinking, dude, he ain't played since like 92, 93. And this dude just made damn near 30. I said, okay. So meanwhile, while I'm thinking this to myself, Larry Bird has unbuttoned his cuff and he's rolling his sleeves up. So this is how casual he was about it.
No sneakers, no nothing.
No, he's got on slacks. He's got on slacks and dress shoes, man. Rolling his sleeves up. So he get him about it to his elbow and he pulls him up. He said, how many warm-up shots y'all gonna give me? He said, forget it. I'll take 2. He missed the first one. He made the second one. He said, y'all ready? They said, yeah, come on, man. Let's get this over with. Man, Larry Bird got there and started shooting. And he taking his time. And y'all know how Larry used to shoot.
Yeah.
Way back here, right?
Yeah.
He taking his time, though. He ain't in a rush. Wow, I mean, the ball is nothing but
Crispy.
boom, right to the floor. I said, oh, God. I'm thinking, okay. But now I'm still thinking, in my mind, damn, no, bro. Reggie just made like 26, 27 in a row.
Yeah. In a row, man.
So Larry Bird gets about 19, 20, and Chris Mullin starts laughing. I'm like, what you doing, man? But Reggie ain't laughing no more. So so Bird works his way around to the other side of the court. This time, because he started from the right and he worked his way to the left. Very reminiscent to what he did in that 3-point shootout back in Dallas. So he gets to 25, looks at Reggie like this. Wow. So now Reggie like, he did the same thing Chris did. Larry got to 27, then he made 28, so I expected him to miss. Just because, hell, I done passed you, we're good. Nah, bro. Larry kept right on shooting. He got to 33. The one he missed, which would have been 34, when he shot it just like he shot all of them. It hit the back of the rim and rimmed in like this and popped out.
Wow.
What's his number?
Wow.
What was Larry Bird game number?
33.
33.
Okay.
Wow.
But
Hey,
when I saw that, man, it's still hard. Had it not been 2 other guys that were a part of our dunk group that sat down there with me, man, I wouldn't believe it.
Wow.
33 in a row. You got
And that story is on the
Yo,
record.
Hey,
Wow.
hey,
33,
man.
man.
And then to think a young buck like Steph Curry coming on. I
Mm.
heard he hit like 105.
Right.
That's crazy.
Consistent, like without missing.
That's what they
Before
say.
Without
he
missing.
missed 105.
That's what they say.
I've watched Devin Booker on video make about 80 or 90. You can look that up. That's insane. But there's video.
Them boys stroking that thing.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
man,
why they're
hey,
professional.
man, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you, B.
Appreciate
That
you,
was a
man.
great
Yes,
conversation.
sir.
That
Yes,
was a
sir.
Byron,
hell of
hey,
a conversation.
Hey, B.
I've
Hold
got-
on. I got one on the record for B.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
My goddamn Mavs jersey.
That thing pretty bomb.
Well, you done already picked yours out, so
Y'all heard that?
you in-
TBT.
you in
I already
real-
picked
you in
mine
real
out.
boat.
It's on the way, goddammit.
it's not only the jersey, because these guys have short suit. I got the complete uniform.
Okay.
For both of
Hey,
y'all.
when y'all
It's
see
coming.
me in Walmart with my Dallas Mavericks on,
You already know what time it is.
I'm finna go ball. I'm finna go ball. I'm finna go ball.
I'm already official, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, I mean, like I said,
Hey, this bone like he got a
Yeah,
Halloween
baby.
costume
Hey.
on.
Hey.
He gonna be the Mavs man.
Hey,
for Halloween.
hey, I told y'all right after the set, we going to Jesse P, baby. Jesse
Nah.
P Miller got the 2 rims in the
Jesse-
No,
in
his
the
dog got
car.
Jesse P. I ain't going to Jesse P. Miller. His dog got
Well,
that.
check it, B. On the real talk, thank you, man, for taking your time out. Speaking with my kids down at Lincoln. Thank you for joining
problem.
us and having this conversation.
No problem
You
at
know,
all.
TBT. Thank you for the gear, the love you shown, man. I'm not gonna attempt to repeat your title because I want to put some respect on your name, but it is Lavonna Sean. That's Sean, y'all. I'm gonna call it Sean. I'm gonna call it Sean Gregory in the house. As we always say, there's 3 sides of the story. B, there's this side, and in your case, it's the flip side, and then it's us.
Troof Be told.
And B, you are officially on the what?
On
The
Whole lot of shit.